Hey there, I'm Kevin Downey, and I run an agency called Kevin M. Downey, where we help companies with their recruiting and email marketing efforts. You can visit our website at kevinmdowney.com. Okay, today's topic, job board comparison, the battle of the beasts, the Titans, Indeed and LinkedIn. Really, my opinion, and I know ZipRecruiter's out there, and there's a number of other things. At the end of the day, when running job advertisements to get quality candidates for clients that are going to fill roles, that are going to be a fit, the only two that you really need to use in terms of paid is Indeed and LinkedIn. If you hire for very specific, unique positions where there are dedicated outlets, I'm going to think of magazine, formatting and print magazine formatting and print structure, that industry. Those guys have some dedicated, not job board, but a dedicated medium where they can find talent specifically for their industry. Also in printing, we know that that exists out there. And there's certainly a number of others, right? But in general, the only two things you really need are Indeed and LinkedIn, right? Now, the comparison between these two, which is better, depends on the job, okay? If you're running job slots on LinkedIn, very cost efficient. If you're running anything remote and professional positions, LinkedIn is going to be phenomenal. Really don't need to use Indeed at that point. LinkedIn is less expensive and is going to be more cost effective, all things being equal. If you need to run a local position and it's professional, probably I'm going to bring Indeed into the mix. I might tweak the budget down to, maybe the minimum or a little over the minimum, something like that. But if it's a professional position, especially middle, upper, and upper level positions, LinkedIn's really going to be your key. Indeed's just kind of a backfill in that regard from our point of view and our experience. But on the flip side, if we're talking hourly wage positions, entry-level positions, anything that needs to be local, especially if it's not professional, Indeed is going to be your horse, right? Indeed is unbeatable in terms of its overall reach, the number of job seekers that are on there. You can do a lot of things with budget controls. So example, on one thing on Indeed, we do monthly budget, for example. On remote positions, we might run it all the way down close to the minimum, because with remote positions, there's so much talent out there. You're going to be able to get whatever talent you want. You really don't need to go after a really, really big budget. Sometimes we do, right? If we have clients that are doing retained stuff through us and they're hiring multiple people, we'll invest more money in the remote position, right? So that we're really top of the heap on the search side. But overall, if it's remote, you can go with a pretty low budget on Indeed, and it's going to be very effective. Now, where you're going to have to spend some money is anything that is local and especially non-professional positions. That is where Indeed is really the best of everything out there, just because of its reach. Certainly social media can be effective for certain jobs, right? But in terms of job boards, Indeed's really the horse there, the key one. And if you're trying to find somebody local, and you're, especially if you're looking for a very specific kind of background, you're probably going to have to max out that budget. So you're going to want to be top of the list in terms of budgeting. We've seen jobs where we've had to bid over $2,000 in a month to get that top position, to be able to find the talent we're looking for a client. So anyway, that is how I recommend that you consider those two things and how you utilize them. If you have any questions, you want any help, reach out to us. We're glad to help you. KevinMDowney.com. Thanks for being here today. Really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.